Hi guys, this is Namcraft and welcome to the Starcraft English commentary. We're going to continue over the ASL 18, otherwise known as SSL Season 1. This is English commentary entirely produced by me. We're going to be watching Group A of winner sets. This is going to be the best of 3 here. So the first player to get 2 wins will win this. We'll get a ticket to the next round. And the one who loses will have a chance to play in the final set against the winner of the loser set. Each of those 3 sets will be best of 3. Rush versus Soulkey, Terran versus Zerg, and the map it is going to be Deja Vu. This map, what do I want to say about it? I guess nothing. I have not seen that many games of this map, but I do have updated map stats. So these are picked up today. So we shall have a little bit more, I think, games to think about. Yeah, so Deja Vu is 53.5% win rate for Terran. No, that's not right. This is not what I want to show you. This is the wrong stat. This is the right stat, guys. So Deja Vu for Zerg player against Terran is 51.7% win rate. This is the best map for Zerg. Maybe this is why Soulkey has picked it, or maybe Soulkey has been studying my map stats video. Maybe he's been watching it. Good for him. So we're going to be having both players spawning very far from each other, with Soulkey at the bottom right and Rush at the top left. Drone moving right across the map because he's looking forward to go for quick expansion. Maybe he's gone for spawning pool already, so this could not possibly go for the quick expansion. Maybe he's gonna try to make 6 Zerglings and try to apply a little bit of pressure. Okay, he's made 6 Zerglings. He knows that he needs to move very far from his home base here, and we do have a supply depot blocking. Now the barracks is positioned in such a way that the Marines will be spawning from the southern side. So I think at this point in time, Rush is going to be very careful. He's hidden 1 Marine back. The SCV is returned. He's not gone. Okay, it looks like we do have another SCV scouting on the bottom left of the screen. The SCV will see the Zerglings. He knows that some shenanigans is up. He will have a second Marine to support. I think 2 Marine is good enough, and we have an SCV that blocks this. The third SCV is there. Looks like the Zergling is going to try to attack. 1 Zergling had fallen, 2 Zerglings, but we do have the SCV support, so the rest of the Zergling get pushed back. So this early attack, I think, from Soulkey did not pay out. Maybe he did not. I think he even anticipated that this will actually work right. He's just looking forward to do some kind of early damages or get some quick advantages, but it did not work out for him. So the game is going to continue from now. And let me continue with maybe just some other useful information that I think you would like. So first of all, the map Deja Vu, what does it look like? Just a second here, let me just pull up this map.
잡아볼 수가 있는 건데 결국에 대각선의 그 변수 때문에
oh no, that's not right.
정말 최악의 상황으로
something is
이끌려가고
up.
그리고 그 과정에서
I don't
저글링만
want that.
잡혔기
This is what I
때문에
want, Deja Vu.
계속해서 상대방이
And yeah, like I said, this map is very much favored for Zerg. So this is possibly the reason why Soulkey has picked it, and I think that the next map, Monty Hall, that is picked by Rush, should be a little bit flavored towards Terran, I think. So let me just quickly check. So Monty Hall is 46.5% win rate for Zerg. So maybe that is one of the reasons, although not so much compared to the other maps like Minstrel. Wow, ridiculous stats for Zerg versus Terran. So I think ASL Season 18 maps are relatively imbalanced, but some maps, some matchup are very balanced. So TVP actually is quite balanced, guys, for ASL Season 18, as you can see here. Here are the stats for TVP. Not so bad, right? With the exception of Monty Hall, everything else is looking very balanced. So that's what we shall see in the Group B and C and D, where we have some Protoss players. So that's when we actually will see whether these balanced stats are actually a testament to what I'm talking about. Anyways, Soulkey's gone for 2 Hatchery Spire. He lost the early initiative. He was not able to do any kind of damages against a very far spawning position of his opponent. So yeah, it's going to be up to his micro and his decision making in the mid game. He's made some more Zerglings, and this is an interesting build. Hydrodent and Spire at the same time, and no third hatchery. Soulkey looks like he's gonna innovate a little bit here, not going for the usual stuff, and he's gonna try to do it because this is the first game, so even if he loses his first game, he'll have a chance to go for more, more attacks later in the second set and potentially the third set, and have some more shenanigans. Anyways, what could this build be? Maybe make 1 or 2 mutalists just to scare the opponent, and then go for lurkers or something like that. Because okay, I think we do we have scanners. Okay, the first scanner is coming up. So Soulkey has used up his gas for something there. So we shall see what he will reveal to us. Nice scanned. He scanned the main to see that it's gonna be Hydrodent, and immediately double bunker. Oh my god, double bunker, and as well as turrets. But in the expansion, there's a turret. Excuse me, there are mutualists. So this is going to be a mutualist build. This is an interesting build here, but there's still a lot more turrets coming. He wanted to build the turrets at the choke, but he will not build any more. What a crazy strategy! How could this possibly work? Because there was a chance that Rush could scan the expansion, right? So how would it possibly work? And Mutuals is going to be coming out here. Of course, the number of Mutuals is not that high because we do not have the full support, because with some of the money were used to actually make the Hydrodent, but we do have some Marine supporting here, and the turrets, excuse me, the medic need to get involved, and we do have some medics involved, and we will now have the nice turret support to get created here, and the Marines actually doing some decent damage, but the number of Mutuals is still very high. The Marines actually spread out quite far from each other. More Marines getting involved from the low ground here, so these Mutuals are trapped. I think one Mutual is so damaged it dies. It dies. That turret completes though, so this attack from Soulkey will not be able to actually do that much damage, but that element of surprise is a good thing. We do have the third base coming down from Soulkey now, so the game will transition into a more normal game. So I don't know why Soulkey innovated like that. This game we saw two really interesting things that Soulkey did. The early Zerglings attack, and this Hydrant plus Spire attack. I think maybe he's just thinking that this strategy would surprise his enemy, but at the last minute, not so much. Because Rush has played the safest build of all. He's made the bunker, he's made the turrets, he's made the Marines. He did not cut any corners, and there were no chances for Soulkey to do any kind of damage. And now this bio moving out, it's going to be so difficult to stop it. We have +1 opens done on him, which is Soulkey need to buy time. Soulkey is an expert of buying time against Terran. He's an expert of coming out there, sniping submarine left and right, returning, and not losing that much mutualist, and just drag the game a little bit longer, and allow him a little bit more time to build more drones, build more hatcheries, upgrades more, and move along the tech tree. So that's something I really like about Soulkey's play. And if the opponent is not careful, you would just get dragged into a quicksand of never-ending mutualist defense. You need to get out of the vicious cycle, right? And actually go out there and establish a little bit of map presence. But anyways, for the timing, with the 8-minute and 30th second of the game, Mutual's harassment has not ended, and Soulkey has played a very similar strategy to the game against C. He's amassing some Zerglings to go for a frontal attack when the Terran player least expects it. There are some bunkers in the front, so he's started to come in, and Supply Depot's gonna burn down it to repair the bunker. Never forget to repair things. Repair is the most powerful weapon in the Terran arsenal, guys. We do have the Queen's Nest getting created now. This turret's gonna get sniped. Marines holding on to the high ground very nicely. A nice scan to see that there are some Zerglings waiting nearby, so he knows that some weird stuff is gonna come out if he moves up prematurely, if he positions themselves poorly in the next couple of engagements. Anyways, one small medic getting sniped, and yeah, Soulkey is just completely on top of things. He's looking for the smallest mistake to wither down the enemy, to make him fragile. In boxing, I don't know why I'm talking about boxing, but sometimes you land some kind of small, quick punches to make the enemy tired and to make him lose his concentration, and then bam, you're going for a huge punch. So this is something like that in this kind of TVZ encounters. Zerg is the aggressor. He's the one who's actually dictating the tempo of the game. So the Zerg player need to always try to look for those kind of small advantages to actually go for. And we do have lurkers so far out, from the bases here. So he's gonna try to go for stop lurkers at some point. I think with only 2 scanners, it will be very hard to attack. And Soulkey has played not so excellently in the openings here, and Rush has been holding on quite well. But the next part of the game, you need to play against a maestro that is Soulkey here. So Rush needs to be extra careful. He needs to be completely alerted. His respawn time needs to be super fast. Another turret will get destroyed, so he needs, I think Rush now needs to rebuild his turrets. One more turret will fall. Repair the turret. We have a nice scan to see see the situation. Marines getting behind the mineral line, but we see a lot of Hydras moving across the map. You see the minimap. There's going to be all lurkers and going for a frontal attack. So maybe he's gonna try to go for stop lurkers. Maybe he's just gonna try to go for, I don't know, maybe just gonna be going for frontal attack. Okay, we do have lurkers on the high ground waiting inside, but of course we do have the first sciences of the game, +1 weapons and +1 armor for the Terran player. Zerg's gonna try to control the high ground. Remember, on Deja Vu this map, you have a base that you can take. The expansion is fine, but going to the third base is fine, but after the third base you're gonna be completely boxed in on the low ground. Zerling's gonna try to push his enemies back, but the medics save themselves, and double scientists. So now do not count rush out. Do not count rush out. He still have a chance to win here, but now the rush to Defiler is gonna be a problem. These scientists need to actually get involved in that turret's gonna get destroyed. That turret was not able to get reinforced. It was actually, you know, he could have just rebuilt a couple of turrets in that previous engagement. He forgot, or maybe he did not want to waste his money on turrets. I don't know. But anyways, one good irradiate is good. The 3 turrets on the high ground, we would actually stop these missions. One witches get sniped. Marines come out at the last minute to push the witches back. You need to rebuild the turrets. Make sure to hold every single angles, I think. Of course, if you waste too much money, you have no money to make Marines, so that's going to be another problem. I think there's going to be enough Marines in the front style. You don't need to be turrets anymore. Those 3 sciences are still doing very, very strong. You need to be very, very careful not to waste the science vessel's energy on the mutualist. He did a good job there actually to go on attack. He's going to try to attack now. Very, very nice attack, but the lurker spine is so strong. The Marines get pushed back. There are still 5 lurkers remaining, and Defilers are here, so Rush need to break out now. He wants to win. He's got 4 science vessels, so need to actually go out there actually and find the Defiler. Zerg keep on streaming forces with the top minute mark of the game, and Soulkey's got 80 supply, Rush got 85. Another nice irradiate on a lurker. We have a double. The scourges that landed. Wow, Soulkey's just so on top of everything. We're going to be having a nice attack once again. 1 lurker we forward. It's still going to be 4 lurkers back here. 3 science vessels. The number of mitches is still very high. He's going to look for that opening. He's going to try to snipe the weak lurker. Nice irradiated last minute to attack those mutualists, but one more science vessel gets sniped. Just continue sniping. The science vessel going to hurt Rush badly. Hit. Defilers are hit. This is the mark of the champion. This is why Soulkey is a champion, and morphing into Guardian, he doesn't allow a single moment to breathe of his opponent, and Zerling's coming. It's just the right moment, and looks like Rush get pushed back, and Rush is still heading supply, but Defiler, we have 3 Defilers. We have even more Defilers, and we have Hydralists in that group. Sciences need to actually find a Defiler, but there are 3 Defilers, and Dark Swarm is here. Bye-bye. Get out of the game. You do not belong to the same league where I'm located. More attacks, more Defilers, and Rush is feeling the heat. He's feeling the heat. He moves on the right side with some of the small forces to drive those Defilers and Lurkers back, but he would not have any chance to actually attack here. He needs to find. He does a good irradiate that damages some of the forces by splash damage, but no, the pressure continued to mount here, and more stuff getting burned down, and Guardians attacking freaking Onage. This is goddamn Onage. We have fire bats, but they cannot do anything, and we still have 2 Defilers left, and the feast is completely mouthful. If you're a Zerg player, you must be feeling very happy, because it's a complete domination, complete Onage from one of the greatest Starcraft players since the days of God knows who, because everyone's not playing Starcraft anymore. But yeah, Guardian destroying everything, and Rush is GGing like fantasy in 2007-2008 maybe. That's when fantasy was at his peak, right? Defiler gets on the high ground. The sciences are still alive now. Soulkey need to actually clinch to the battle by actually going to destroy the sciences. Actually can have some turrets coming out now. Would be great here. Defilers just walking around. Look at the Defilers just walking around like it's grandma's house. And how many Guardians? 6 Guardians. Sciences are not yet given up. He needs to cast a nice irradiate on those 3 Defilers. Scourges are here sniping. Was that bad manner? He just you snipe something with his, I don't know exactly what he was doing, but anyways, more irradiate, more Dark Storm. These Marines cannot for their lives find an open spot here. Guardians coming out and destroying everything. The science vessels are looking for some kind of opening, but there are no openings. He needs to actually destroy those Defilers, but he's not able to do so. Supply wise, Rush is 61, Soulkey 64, and G freaking goddamn G. The first game goes to Soulkey. Let's move on to the second game. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Bye bye.